What's going on? Welcome to iteration 2 of Reb's Garage. I'm Evan, and we're here in my fantastic garage. Today is the day that we're going to go over something super special. But yeah, so today is the day we're going to go over the first vehicle I ever purchased. But before that, I want to go over some plans with you guys. So, well, the name of my channel is Reb's Garage. I have to make an announcement. I need to find a garage. Needless to say, I've outgrown the garage that I'm currently in. It's a very small garage, and I share it with my father. So a lot of my stuff is in here, but you'll understand in a minute when I say I can't do any work in here. So, as you can see, it's quite a disaster. And that's why I do all my work in the driveway. There's a Comanche right there, but it is not the most ideal situation. I can't like throw an engine in here. I can't keep an engine hoist in here. My toolbox right here is honestly kind of a disaster. So ultimately, we're looking for a new spot. It's not very easy here. As you guys know, I'm on Long Island. The rents are pretty high. And just finding someone that's open to letting me use a garage, and even if I pay for it, a lot of the times they only want, storage. They don't want you to be there all the time. And to find a commercial space, it's super, super expensive. So, I'm working on it. I'm trying to find a situation that will work for me and the other party. I have something lined up with my Aunt Mary. Hopefully that works out. I'm not sure if it will. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. And obviously I'll keep you all in a loop. But yeah, hopefully whenever that happens, when it does happen, because it's bound to happen, I will have more content and honestly better content for you guys. So as I said, we're gonna go take a look at this very, very special car. And I'm gonna tell you guys some of the background on it and why it's so important and why it's so special to me. I figured it would be better to go there and show you guys firsthand what it looks like, where it sits, rather than just throw some pictures up on the screen. Because it's still a project, This is my first car I ever bought. You guys are gonna have to wait to see what it is, but it's my first car I ever bought. I still have it. It's probably my favorite car I own. And I have never worked on it. So you guys are getting everything from start to finish on this build, and I'm super excited to show you. But before we head out, I am gonna give you guys some hints as to what it is. So let's go upstairs and take a look at all the parts I have for this. So here's a little hint for you guys. I don't know if you could see this, but yeah, that's just a little sneak peek at what's to come. So without further ado, let's go take a ride. This is the new project. So I bought this car probably close to a decade ago. As you can see, it's not in the best shape. However, it's just a little bit dirty. There's probably some rust issues that need to be resolved, but the bones are there, and it's going to be a lot of work to get it better and get it on the road. But the goal is obviously that, and we'll see what happens in the future. But this is it right here, and it's a 1993 Nissan 240 SX S13 hatchback. My plans are to keep it this color. It will probably get a new paint job. The drivetrain, like I said, is currently at the machinist. I will be doing forged internals and everything on it, and a really, really cool transmission setup and ECU setup. So, you know, like I said, a lot of work to be done, and evidently there's no garage here or anything, so that's why I haven't really been able to work on it all this time. But this is it right here. It's really my pride and joy. It's got Nissan 300 ZX brakes. Hopefully they're still good. CR Kai reps, which will be changed out, and aside from that, it's pretty much just a stock body. I mean, it's in really, really good shape though, in terms of body wise. As you can see, I did take apart some of the car way back in the day, and that's why the front end looks like that. But you know, just a little bit of repair like that and whatnot. But yeah, so I think that's all you guys need to see. Obviously there's a lot of work to be done on this thing, and we'll get there. It's just absolutely nasty, but you know, hopefully I can find somewhere to keep this and start working on it. So that was the S13, but I want to give you guys some background with the car and the story behind it. I bought that car sometime in high school. My mom, my dad told me no, and evidently I ended up doing it anyway. I was going through a pretty rough patch, and it was something that I always wanted to do. I always wanted to build a car. I was really inspired by Adam LZ at the time, believe it or not. And I went out and I bought my 240. I have a really close friend. His name is Mike. Mike helped me out with pretty much everything, from going to look at it, buying it, so on and so forth. I worked multiple jobs. I saved every penny I had to buy that car, and I really did. So I'll throw up some pictures here of when I bought the car. I got it from a person local to me. It took me about, I'd say, a year and a half to find the right example, and I did. And there's a lot of stuff you need to look at on these cars, and I'm glad I took the time to find the perfect one. It's not as nice as it was when I bought it, but you know, we'll take care of that. We'll fix that in future episodes. But yeah, I mean, I bought the car as a shell. It had Nissan 180 SX seats in it, and a handful of random parts. Nothing super crazy though. It was all pretty just regular. Had a harness bar, harnesses, some junk Chinese steering wheel, and HIDs. That's about it. So I ended up buying a RB20 from my friend Mike that had bad piston rings, and I traded it for a different drivetrain, which is what I have currently. I'm not gonna disclose what that is, but I'll give you a hint. It is a Nissan motor, and it's not as cool as some of the other ones that are out there, but it'll make do, especially when it's done being built. I don't know how much it's gonna cost. It's probably gonna be a boatload of money, but it'll be worth it in the end. So yeah, I bought the car. I took it to my uncle's house. My uncle let me keep it there for a couple of years, and then I ended up taking it to my buddy Mike's house, and we were gonna build it there. Honestly, I wasn't making a lot of money at the time. I was probably only, 16, 17. He ended up needing the space for one of his own builds, so I took it back to my uncle's house, and it's kind of just it's just sat there since. I've bought, a whole bunch of parts for it, and you guys will see that once we find a spot to work on it and put the car together. I'm gonna pull out all my parts and show you what I got and what I need. We'll calculate the cost for everything and probably get a timeline on it. But I got some really, really cool stuff. So I funded the car through working at a beer distributor with my buddy Mike. I used to just stock shelves and unload pallets, do some deliveries here and there. We'd clean some shops as well. And I kind of just saved every single penny I had ever made to buy parts and buy stuff. I also started flipping 240 parts and parting them out. I know we bought a couple of them that were honestly awful. They were horrible cars, and we parted those out. I had, a Nissan RB25 Neo that I ended up buying and selling. Just things like that, and that's how I funded a lot of the purchases for the car. But yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video and the introduction to the 240. I really can't express to you guys how much that car means to me and how much it helped me throughout my life. I was going through a rough time in high school when I bought that car. I didn't really have a lot of friends, and thank God for Mike. Mike, if you're watching this, shout out to you. You really helped me big time when I was younger, and I'll never forget those times and those days. I really appreciate everything that you did to help me, and I think a lot of my current day work ethic stems from you and your hard work. It was truthfully something that was irreplaceable in terms of a learning experience, and thanks again, Mike. You really have you changed who I am today, and it was a really pivotal moment in my life. So once again, I really can't thank you enough, dude. Funny story on how Mike and I actually met. I had messaged him when I was probably 13, 14 years old on a Craigslist ad for S13 hatch. And one night, randomly, I was feeling discouraged, and I reached out to him because I still had the text messages saved in my phone. And I asked him if he had any cars, and we just got to talking. He asked where I was from. I told him. He didn't live far from me, and after that, our friendship kind of was born, and it just spiraled from there. And we had so many good times together. And while the two of us are pretty busy now, we have kind of opposing schedules. We still keep in touch. One day you guys will get to see something from him and something he builds, because I'll tell you what, he's got great taste, and he's an even better person. I mean, I can't express to you guys how great Mike actually is. So all in all, guys, that's the 240 and the story behind it. I'm really looking forward to putting that car together and showing everyone the progress, asking for people's inputs, and maybe even teaching you guys some things and learning some things along the way. I genuinely can't express to you how stoked I am to get that thing going, and it is going to be so rewarding and so much fun when it's finished. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video this week, and stay tuned for next week, because we got the last car in the fleet coming up. Super excited to show you guys that. As you know, it's not around. You haven't seen it in the background at all, because it's not here right now. It's actually at the shop. I needed an alignment and an AC charge, and those are two things that I don't feel like doing in my driveway. So I sent it to the guys around the corner from me that I'm really close with, and they're taking care of it. So yeah, I guess I will see you guys next week. Later.